Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning and welcome to the very first episode of my search and destroy tips and tricks. We're gonna be covering today. We're gonna be covering some rush points. We're going to be covering grenade points and the most common like peak points and things like that on Hackney Yard. Hackney Yard is a super simple map to learn. It's not hard at all. The one thing you have to get down is your class and what you need to do to rush faster and get to your points faster before anybody else. Me personally, I run an MP7. On my MP7, I usually run the compensator, the FSS recon barrel, the operator foregrip, no stock at all because you don't really need it, and the FMJ perk for extra damage and extra just to wallbang people through the walls. Also use a combat knife, double time, restock, and spotter. These are set up to your discretion. The only thing you really need is double time. Also use frags and also use stuns. Also, those are left up to your discretion. You can use whatever you want. Me personally, this is what I use. For this part, if you want to rush super fast and plan super fast, A is going to be your most common rush point. You're going to rush here, and also watch for your enemy team rushing this door and also this top hallway. If you are rushing and people are beating you, sometimes this does happen. Depends on how their rush class sets up. Sometimes people do beat you in this doorway. The most common counter for that is if you're rushing in this doorway, usually just stun over, and if you hit it correctly, you'll stun them and they'll just be stuck here. Usually if you also have teammates that are willing to help you and willing to rush with you, them stunning and having one of them stunning and then having a man already here by the time the stun goes off or whatever will help you defeat the purpose or help you defeat your enemies running through this door. Also, let me plant the bomber quick so I can have more time. But watching this corner here will also be very vital because people will just sit up there, the RPG down into here. Also, people usually will RPG as well, but usually if you can catch them before, usually with a grenade in here is a simple deterrent to keep them from coming out. Also, the same thing if you can get an enemy teammate behind this, or get a teammate behind this van to grenade the top of that window. Also, same thing, you can just do that or grenade. Now keep them from RPGing down. Another common rush point as well, if you cannot beat them inside or you need somebody to overwatch, usually going here and here will also help out as well to watch these door and that window. The defense side, the common rush for A is going to be, for me personally, I don't go up top, I go here. I go ahead and rush this way, go up on top of the barrels on top of here and provide overwatch. Hopefully you have teammates that are rushing with you. With my common experience, a lot of teammates that if you're playing with randoms, don't expect your randoms to help you out because they just do whatever they want or whatever. But if you have good teammates and good solid teammates, a teammate that goes here to help you overwatch will be great. Some common points though, people usually climb here and they'll help overwatch on the inside. Also, people will go here and overwatch the top of this window and take out whoever's in the top of your window. So just be mindful of this. Some people do rush in and some people do go ahead and instantly climb here. They do have the shorter run distance. From personally, I think they have the shorter run distance from there to here, because defense side you have to run around the thing and then run in. So just be mindful. Hopefully you have overwatch and they can take out the player that does try to come to this point. Just be mindful of the last segment where I did tell you guys the rush points for the offense side. Usually sitting on here and crouching at this point, granted you do have no cover from that window, is a great point to watch here. Watch down here. Usually you can see people that run in here and try to plant A. But yeah, this is your common rush A points. Just be mindful. Usually if you can get over and get a stun here or get a grenade in that back corner, but if you're the first person to rush in, do not throw grenades over, because you will be caught in the middle of this floor right here, and anybody that rounds this corner or this corner will also kill you, because you're first. If you have teammates, they need to be the one throwing the stuns and throwing the grenades that are also rushing A. B is not a commonly rushed spawn point on here, unless you can't get to A, you guys are losing and you're down. Obviously the common rush points are going to be here. Usually just watch the top of that roof there and there. Also that window sometimes as well. People do on offense or defense like to hop this wall here and get on top of this building. A lot of people do rush in this building. I personally don't like this building. It's too clustered and you just get caught from every corner that's in this building here. This door goes out to mid, which people like to sit here, or people like to sit there, or on top of this roof here. Sometimes this wall is a good head glitch spot for watching the bomb as well, but they're very exposed. Coming out this door here, go straight to your bomb, obviously. A lot of people do like to sit on defense. They do like to sit in this corner here, because people don't really check this corner. They just run up straight plant. You just get the kill here. A lot of people also like to sit in this corner here and wait, or in this corner here and wait, because they can also see the bomb from here as well. So just be mindful of those corners. Make sure you check your corners before you plant. A lot of people do not check their corners and get killed so easy. This part right here is not bulletproof. This part down here is. This part up here is not. So if you're crouched here, you can shoot through this so easy and get the kill with a headshot. But this part down here is bulletproof if your body's not sticking out. So if you're defusing or whatever, try not to panic. Just make sure you plant laying down. That's the most common thing to do. Obviously, only thing you got to worry about is grenades and stuff like that. So plant the bomb there, and then simply just be mindful of your corners. A lot of people like to hide up here. They'll have both of these doors open so they can watch, mid yard. They can watch everything. Just be mindful of that there is stairs back here in this building. People can run up if they're using ninja. Sorry, I get freaking hiccups. But people are using ninja. They can simply just run up, get behind you, knife you, can shoot you in the back, whatever they want to do. So just be mindful of those points. Obviously just be mindful of your surroundings and what you are doing. Not too many people camp yellow building unless they're just trash and they're just doing really badly. So this is your common rush beat for B. If you have teammates they're going to B and then are trying to help you out, fantastic. Usually B is not a common rush point on this map. A is the faster go-to place. So your common points on B are going to be, this way. People are going to climb here, here, and here. Watch the mid. They're going to watch mid. Make sure nobody's rushing to mid, rushing behind A. A lot of people do stand up here. They'll watch, like I said, mid. They'll watch the back buildings there. The white container, which is there. They'll even, if somebody breaks to the door, they'll try to watch this window, which is kind of sucks because people still can get behind you if they're smart enough, or they're not, or your person that's on the roof is not watching inside that window. Another point people like to sit is here, because obviously they can watch Overwatch B super well. They can watch the head glitch spot. They're mounted here. They can kill you super easy right there as well. I do see people sitting here and here to kind of avoid the head glitch on the wall, but also still be able to watch B at the same time. Only thing about this point here and here is if people do get around through that door, they can come here and jump to this point here, and also get up here behind you from this roof. So be mindful of those rush points there on offense. Another common thing people like to do on B, or on offense or defense, I don't know why I keep saying offense, but on defense, is they like to just rush through here, rush through the mid, get up behind you guys, get up behind people. If you are rushing through mid, be mindful of that window there, this container. People usually like to camp, and also people like to camp usually around forklift on this wall here. Usually people like to camp to watch as well, which if your guy is on top of A, they should be able to take these people out. I personally, when I get on top of A, on A overhang, I usually like to check out here to make sure there is nobody standing in mid, just watching for our people to run through. So those are the most common like defensive rush points. There's not too many defensive rush points. On offense, the people that usually, you know, rush, like I said, usually people that rush B usually will just go to here, hop that wall, or they'll come here and they'll watch mid. If you're watching mid, please God, make sure you watch all of mid and don't just watch this one lane. Be mindful of people that are going to this lane here, or people that are going here, and here, trying to, you know, counter the top of A. A lot of people will not do that, and you'll get people that just rush mid or whatever. They'll stay here and just watch this one lane the entire time. They won't check the window, they won't check anything. They'll just literally just sit here the entire time and just watch this one lane. You can't just watch one lane, unfortunately, because they're, you know, especially if you're, you know, your teammates are dying and stuff like that. You got to, you know, kind of watch around everything. A common grenade point for this will be, you know, when you first start, just grenade over to this point here. Your grenade will go straight to that point there. I've gotten several kills from this point from people that are rushing up mid, usually just range about here. Obviously you can shorten your grenade throws if people are just rushing through really fast or whatever, but usually you can catch people that are running through right here that are trying to rush mid. More common grenade points are going to be from inside of A, straight over here, over that, straight into there. That usually stun people that are rushing through the A door, trying to get to this corner here. This corner here is a very commonly camped corner. People will sit here and watch the bomb, wait for you to plant, or they'll sit here and wait for the plant to already go ahead and jump out and just kill you instantly. So just make sure if you guys are rushing in A, you guys are checking, like I said, you're checking your windows, you're checking your doors. Usually having a guy on top is the best play you can do. Just make sure you have a teammate covering the van if you're rushing A, to cover the door and the window, while having a guy inside and a guy on top. If you can get a guy inside that window there to watch your back and watch down that lane, that would be also helpful. That's usually the common grenade points. Another grenade point is going to be from right here as well. You can just grenade over while you rush, and then that'll usually hit right there. If they are rushing through mid, you can either throw your grenade further or you can do whatever, but usually just throwing grenades to the middle will help deter people that are rushing, and will help you, give you enough time to get around or get where you're going in the middle. Usually that's about it for the grenade points outside of A. Good grenade points inside here is if you're running through here, you're usually grenading over the van. If you're the first person in, do not grenade over the van, because you will get caught from there and from there if people are rushing in A. If you're the first person in A, go ahead and clear this corner, run up here, jump here, and then you can overwatch and cover your fellow teammates that are trying to rush in late, or that are trying to overwatch from the window. People that are overwatching from the window, you cannot cover them from here. If you do rush here, you just have to be mindful of that crate there. Run, jump down here. Usually people are sitting here as well, and also you can get behind them and kill them. But that's pretty much it for Hackney, man. Hackney is just a super easy rush map. It's probably one of the easiest maps to learn besides Crash. Crash is another easy one. If you guys don't remember Crash from like COD 4, that's a pretty easy map to learn. What's some other easy ones? There's gonna be several easy ones we'll cover. I'll probably cover the easy ones first because they are easy to learn. But like I said, as you play this game mode more and more, you'll learn the rush points and things like that. So don't worry about it, guys. If you guys are having a hard time with search and destroy, like I said, we're going to try to cover as much as possible with these rush videos. And if you're not a rusher, then play offense or play defense for your rushers. Usually playing this point here also, I forgot this point. This point here usually covers down this lane for people that are trying to run around behind. But this is a commonly checked spot, so be mindful that people do check this a lot. And people can also shoot you from Cromwell, which that building right there is Cromwell. But also shooting you from the top of that window is also another commonly happened thing. So make sure you're watching this window and watching this lane. You do have the most to watch. So people that come behind you through your spawn, everything like that as well. So make sure you're also watching, you know, helping overwatch your teammates that are inside A and using your callouts. If you're on this side, that's top A, that's bottom A. Vice versa, if you're on offense side, this is top A and bottom backdoor A. That's Cromwell there. This is usually called the stack. I usually call that the stack roof. And then half wall is, this will be half wall there. That's half wall to jump from over to B. This is white connex, white and red connex to basically, you know, people that are going to be shooting here. This is red connex inside of A. It's just, you can just usually just, you know, try to describe where you got killed from, if you did get killed, or you've seen somebody go to a certain spot. But this is overhang A as well. That's middle. So, you know, just learn the main call outs, and then after that you're pretty much just golden, you know. Like I said, I'm a rusher. I prefer to rush. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys, you know, leave your comments down below if you have any questions. If you need me to cover more things in these videos, I'll be happy to do that. But don't forget, guys, I do stream on Mixer every single day, so make sure you guys come check me out on Mixer. If you guys have not done so, it's mixer.com/SixxZeroOne. Also be down in the description. Make sure you guys give me a follow over there. And I do play Search and Destroy almost every single day. Search and Destroy is my main game mode. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. Make sure you guys like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.
Whoa.
Less than a minute.
Up top. Let's go.